Hello traders, hello everyone, my name is Gregor and welcome to our new episode of Surfing the Elliott Waves, where I'll look at some of the most interesting developments for this week. This video has been brought to you by Orbex. I will look at the Euro, Aussie, Copper, Dollar Yen, Nikkei and Euro Yen. Now, Euro Dollar, as you know, has came very nicely to the upside. We have seen a very nice bounce away from 61.8% FIP level, which was also the area that goes back to this June 2020 swing lows. More importantly, we are seeing a very strong recovery above this trendline resistance, which could indicate that Euro is bottoming. Even if just temporary, I'm expecting an ABC recovery, which will represent wave E, and this wave E belongs to a higher degree triangle. So for now, I think that Euro dollar could be in a stage of recovery because, as you know, ECB obviously still will want at some point fight inflation, so they turned more hawkish last week, and that's why we are seeing this very nice recovery. Also, if we will see stock market trying to stabilize after recent sell-offs, then, as you know, more upside on stocks would most likely make more downward pressure on the US dollar, which could be positive for euro and other major currencies. Now, looking at the 4-hour time frame, it looks like we are just consolidating after hitting resistance here at 1481. So I think that's minor wave 4, and we could potentially rally up towards 115 level for a wave 5 to complete the first leg in 5 waves. Now let's take a look also on Aussie dollar. Now Aussie is on a higher degree time frame charts. I'm thinking about more upside this year. Maybe we will have to wait a few months before we're really starting to make some very nice and sharp recovery here, but overall I think that this correction for a wave B could come to an end now, either as a double zigzag, or maybe we are still in a wave B flat, that it's part still of deeper correction, okay, when we're looking at the whole structure from 2021 high. So in either case, I think that there can be in the short term some recovery coming. Notice that on the 4-hour chart here, we came out of this downward channel, so I think that this could be actually wave B, okay, as part of an irregular formation for a higher degree wave B, meaning that we still could rally towards the other side of range, because flats are in a sideways price action. So you see wave B testing the extremes, and then you see wave C moves to the other side of this extreme. So in our case, that's at 0.73. So I'm thinking about more upside here. We have seen a very nice dip here, and more importantly, after this sharp sell-off last week, notice that market recovered on the 1-hour time frame chart above wave A swing swing low, and this overlaps, invalidates any bearish impulsive interpretation. So let's assume that maybe you were expecting more weakness because you were tracking a 5-wave drop. Well, this 5-wave drop was invalidated, or this bearish impulse, because wave 4 must not ride into territory of a wave 1. So that's why I'm looking this to be wave A and an extended wave C. So this means it was a corrective setback. In fact, previously we had this 5-wave rise, so in my opinion 72 level could be in the cards in the near term. Now, also what is important for Aussie dollar is obviously copper. Now, looking at the copper here, notice that we are tracking a triangle. It's an ABCDE pattern, and here in blue line you have Aussie dollar. So of course it's not tight correlation, but usually cyclical, the moves are the same. So if copper is going to stabilize, then even Aussie dollar can do the same. Maybe at the lower side, at the lower levels, but still eventually once copper starting to build a base and move to the upside, that's when Aussie should follow. So I'm very interested to see this, what will happen at this current trend line. If we will see a breakout, then obviously I think that this could cause acceleration higher on Aussie. For now, we are still trading below this red trend line, as you can see, so wave E could easily become more complex, but keep in mind that we can count 5 subwaves here to make this triangle valid and potentially complete. So once this I think will start breaking higher, and other commodities as well. That's when Aussie will follow. Now let's take a look also on dollar yen. Now dollar yen here is that's a second wave count. Let me just show you the full idea. Okay, so here we are tracking a very big triangle range. I think that wave D is now can be approaching these upper resistance levels. We see US yields breaking higher, but there is still room towards 2%. So until we see this 2020 highs, I believe, retested on US yields, that's how long dollar yen could see more upside. So I'm seeing more room for further strength here within a wave D. Notice that also this wave C, right, that I'm tracking for a wave D, okay, should be made by 5 waves away from that 2020 lows, and that's still maybe underway, because notice that the latest price action here looks very corrective. Okay, so in my opinion, that's a triangle, and we could easily see more upside. Now if we can see a close above 115.70, then I think that wave 5 will be in the cards for 117 level. I think also watch out Nikkei. Keep in mind that Nikkei and dollar yen are in a tight correlation. More importantly, Nikkei made from that highs back in September only a 3-wave movement. Okay, this was a perfect 3-wave setback with a triangle in the middle. It means that this cannot be wave 2 and you will see a continuation lower for wave 3, because triangle never occurs in a wave 2, only in wave B, wave X, or a wave 4. So we have seen a very nice response away from that support levels here. It was 61.8% FIP of wave A. Also we had this lower trend line of this corrective channel. More importantly, we are seeing a very nice reversal for the last 2 weeks or so. You can also see on the MACD histogram a divergence. Okay, you can see that this histogram is also now turning to bullish mode here above the 0 line, so you are in a bullish mode, and also you are seeing this this cross figuring on MACD as well. So it looks like that we are turning bullish. Indicators supports the idea that we could be building a base here, and if that's really going to be the case, then you know that yen not only against dollar, but could also see more weakness versus other currencies, especially yen crosses could see more upside in my opinion. So if we look just one of it, euro yen, since euro was the strongest lately, well, notice that on a daily chart we can easily count this as a 3-wave movement, and then you have a very sharp first wave 1, then deep wave 2, but notice that market was able to recover back above the previous swing high. So despite this strong sell-off, current rise appears to be even stronger. So I would not be surprised if we see a broken upper trend line here in the next week or so, which could cause acceleration even into higher degree impulse. Also looking at the 1-hour chart, here we have some nice characteristics. That's a price action that I'm tracking away from this swing low 128.25. Okay, so here I'm looking at an impulse. Even if that would be, let's say, wave C, just limited upside, well, there's still room for more upside because you need 5 waves up. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is market just pulling down prices a little bit, just trading sideways for a wave 4. It has a very nice support here around 131, where wave C could stabilize here based on the intraday substructures. Also, usually when we are tracking wave 4, well, wave 4 will stop at the 38.2% and in most cases will not extend beyond 61.8%. Okay, so this could be the first invalidation level around 130. So as long as we are above that level, I think that bulls are still trying to make higher prices for this pair. Okay, break above that level, below that level will suggest that bears are back, or at least sideways price action could continue on the euro yen. But for now, it looks like a very nice ongoing correction within higher degree trend. Traders, thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you enjoyed this video and talk to you soon.